Hi guys, welcome back to Reading the Word and Understanding the Bible Verse. Today, I read in 1 Kings chapter 11 and chapter 12, which is very interesting, so I'm going to go to both chapters. First, in chapter 11, what I find interesting is Israel right now is getting divided into two places. So, after King Solomon built the temple of the Lord and loved building the temple, he focused his life on that for 20 years. But also during that time, he had many wives. And having all those wives, it said he had over 700 wives of royal birth and over 300 concubines. So he had tons of women. And all those women caused him to stop falling and worshiping false gods, worshiping false prophets. So God kept a promise to David when he was alive, saying King Solomon will rule. So King Solomon will rule all the way up to his death, but his sons won't. So this is what I find interesting. So Solomon worships false gods, builds false worship prophets, false idols, and allow his wives to worship all these false gods. So, as King Solomon does this, Jeroboam goes against the king, and he goes hides in Egypt, so that way he doesn't die. So, he goes and hides in Egypt. Well, Solomon dies after 40 years of being in control of Israel. And what's interesting is Rehoboam, which is Solomon's son, becomes king over Israel, but not all over Israel. He just becomes king over a small portion of Israel. So 10 portions when Jeroboam comes back. He's not related to the king, but Jeroboam comes back and has 10 tribes of Israel. So he takes 10 tribes and becomes king over Israel. And Rehoboam only has 2 tribes. So that's what I find interesting in chapter 11.